All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, want to thank you for tuning in to Sports Talk with BWatts, along with Steve Woodland and JR Boxing. I want to thank everybody for participating in the chat. If you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification. It will let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Appreciate you for doing that. And also want to say a special thank to Beautiful Blitz Creation for being a sponsor of Sports Talk will be watched tonight. My name is Christy Robinson. If you need one of those shirts that I just ran as a promo before we go on live, just give her a call or text her or email her. The information is strolling at the bottom of the screen. All right? All right. We appreciate y'all for doing that. Yes, we do. Hey, y'all doing all right? Hey, tonight we're going to talk about Colorado had 7 players that I think had a good game against Arizona this past weekend. And once I talk about those 7 players, we're going to pivot to see what Stephen Woodland and JR want to get off on their chest. So that's what we're going to do. So y'all just sit back. If you don't mind, tell a friend, tell a loved one. We are on right now. And you're watching Sports Talk will be what? Watching Sports Talk with BWatts Entertainment. I'm your host, Bernard Watt.
We should.
All right, my friends, my friends, my friends, my friends, my pile old boys. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me tonight. What's going on, fellas? How about y'all day today?
Yo, what up, BWatts?
Hey man, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Let me get this music out, man. All right, it's all. But hey man, I didn't get a chance to hear the presser today. I just got in, man. I'm 12 hours, something there. That 5 well, really 13. That 5 to 6 something there, boy, in the morning. But got to go get it. Got to go get it. But check this out. Hey, got that live TV in the back. Y'all hear that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I hear a little
Y'all hold
bit.
for a minute.
What's going on, Uncle Steve?
What's going on, JR? The man, the myth, the legend, making it do what it do.
Not much, sir.
Let the man go. He coming back now.
All right, my guys, my guys, my guys, my guys, my guys. Hey, man, I just want to talk about 7 players that I thought had a good game on Saturday. I used to do it on Monday, but I was so tired when I got home. I said, I just ship this thing over. I hope Mr. Woodland don't mind me shipping on his side of the show. And at the end of this, I'll let him get off whatever he want to get off. So, okay. Uh, like I say, want appreciate everybody in the chat who tuned in live. Also, appreciate y'all for rocking the. Hey, last week, want to thank all of y'all who sent me a cash app fund. I appreciate that. You know, you didn't have to do it, but I appreciate it. All of you, you know who you are. Think about some of y'all. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all, Jeff. I'm great. I'm great. I'm great. That's all I can say. I'm just great. All right. What's going on? What's up? What's up, Tim? What's up, Miss Johnson? What's going on? What's up, Alan? What's going on? Coach Drake, what's going on, buddy? Crystal
Coach
Wild?
Dre.
Man, she on time tonight. All right. It's gonna be a good night, too. Good night. Good night. Guess Greg working late. But anyway, all right, check this out. Mr. Wood, when I looked at the game, I done looked at the stats. I watch the game again. Jordan C. Jordan C. You always have. You said it Sunday. I mean, whenever we was on last week. Yeah, Saturday after game. Jordan C. He dominated that left side, bro. After I watched that replay, man, if one on running back every time they ran the ball had to stay behind him, they probably would have had 150, 200 yards. I'm serious. George C.
Mm-hmm.
dominated, bro. So somebody sent me a video, a little small excerpt of the presser, and they were asking him a question how the season had been going for him and how has it been since he's been in Colorado, and he gave praise to his offensive coach, Phil. And they also asked him, said, what be your message to other freshmen that getting ready to come in for recruiting? What would be his message to the recruiting that come in to play for Colorado? So, man, Jordan Seaton, man, he just, hey, he he just said, hey, why not Colorado? I had to do what was best for me. And that was
Mm-hmm.
amazing. And you can see the maturity of him also. So when you see Jordan Seaton as a player and how he played in this past Saturday, and also what would be his message to the seniors in high school that's trying to find a home to come and play college football for Colorado?
I said this a long time ago. Do you want to be like everybody else, or do you want to create your own legacy? You go to Alabama, you're just another tackle. You go to Alabama, Tennessee, you're just another running back. You go to Ohio State, you're just another offensive lineman. They recycle. Now, Jordan Seaton went to Colorado his first year. He gonna go down in history as probably the greatest tackle Colorado's ever had. And Colorado's had some good tackles now. They got some boys that's NFL that's gone to the NFL Pro Bowls and everything else, but they ain't Jordan Seaton. They ain't Jordan Seaton. So the difference is this one here. Do you want to be a leader or a follower? With me like Travis. Travis gets a pass in every community because he went to a HBCU when he could have went anywhere. And then from the HBCU, he showed love. He showed love to the people. Jordan Seaton doing the same thing. He showed love to Coach Prime to say, hey, I'm not following everybody else. And the second thing he didn't do, he didn't follow the money. He realized that he gonna make big money on the fact that if I do it this way, my brand is even bigger. I go to Ohio
Mhm.
State, they gonna pay me at Ohio State, but your brand ain't gonna be as big because they're gonna say, we got all we got is 5 stars. You just another 5 star. At Colorado, you ain't just another 5 star. You are the 5 star. You are the premier. And the beautiful thing about it, he showed up and showed out. I can get rid of those stars. You see stars when you play Jordan Seaton. That's what's happening right now. You seeing stars. He hit some dudes so hard. Them dudes over that they run into the doggone bench. The medical the medical tent goes up, and it just don't go up on the defensive side. When you start that medical tent go up like that, that's when they start tapping. I don't want no more of that. And if you don't believe it, go back and watch the tapes. And when you go back and watch the film, what you're going to see, and Jordan Seaton said it today in his presser, he said, hey, it's cool to block 70 times on passing, but man, my legs tired. He say, let's run this football. That's what he basically say. Let's run this football. Not on let's run this football. Come on my side. Come on to my side of town. Because on my side of town, it's that train. That train moved. Jordan Seaton at that train, choo, 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 and he moved. So
That
that's all
midnight
I'll
train in
say.
Georgia.
So, so I'm gonna get off of this. But as a recruit, you can come in and you can do something you can't do at other places. You can start. Not only you can start, you can show out. But the key is this: it ain't about talking. It's about doing. You're not coming to see you running your mouth. Well, I'm a 5 star. You gonna play? No, it don't work like that. You have to put the work in, and once you put the work in, your work speaks for itself. And JR, I'm gonna throw it to you, sir. Pew!
All right, let me go. Let me go ahead and catch that, Uncle Steve. So, in my best Coach
Steve
Dre
Hill.
impression, The kid is as advertised, guys. Did I do that right, Coach Dre? The young man is as advertised, guys. He's a 5-star plus for a reason. All right. He came in. He could have went anywhere in the country. This young man is as advertised. He's a professional, and he's ready for the moment. I'll just run off his stats real quick. 256 snaps this year. 1 sack, 4 hurries. The last game individually, 39 snaps, 0 and 0. That means 0 sacks, 0 hurries given up by Jordan Seaton. The young man is as advertised. I wish we could bottle him up and spread him across that offensive line, right? Because you can see he's a quiet leader. He goes off of his production. He doesn't need to say anything. He's going to get on the field. He's going to be in the right place at the right time, and he's going to do his job, and he's going to do it effectively. That goes to his parents, who's probably instilled great values into that young man. That goes into that coaching that he received over there at IMG Academy. And then that goes to Coach Prime, Phil Loholt, for entrusting him to be a true freshman on that field, guarding the best asset CU has to offer in Shedeur Sanders, his blind side on that offensive line. You don't just trust anybody with that type of opportunity. And they entrusted him. A lot of talk during the summer. Oh, well, in the well-off videos, they hide them. They're not showing this. They're not showing that. Look, man, the tape is out there now. What you got to say now? The young man is producing game after game. Nothing to be said. We expect bumps in the road, true freshman, but we haven't seen those bumps. We haven't seen them. He's been playing amazing. So salute to you, Jordan Seaton, and keep going, young man. Seriously, keep going.
Steve, piggyback off what JR said about that trust. Coach Prime trusted him.
Well, you have to look at it this way. Coach Prime understands what he sees at practice. When you're in practice, it ain't like he just said, I'm going to trust him. He trusted and verified. Before he trusted, he had to verify. When you're in practice, and the cool thing is this one here, y'all do know who he was going against in practice.
Yes.
The best defensive ends they're the best defensive ends in the Big 12, but they might be in college football because he got to go against 6. And I ain't talking about, he don't get a break. Imagine this. I got Hayes coming off there. Boom. Okay. I handle Hayes a little bit. Hayes get a little bit of it. Then BJ Green come on the side. Okay, now you got Arden Walker coming over there. Now I got McCoy coming over there. Now I got Wade coming over there. I'm like, that ain't counting Wiggins over there coming. It don't stop. He like, goodness, when do I get my break? It ain't like back in the old days. Now that 1-11 CU, he could have took a nap. He could have went to 7-Eleven. He could have stopped. He could have, had chef bring his food up there and didn't have to worry about it. But those days are gone. You're taking on NFL talent at practice, and when that happens, iron sharpens iron. So Coach Prime got to see that young man play against top talent. And when you see that he can handle himself against that top talent, I know Coach Prime was smiling. He felt real comfortable. If you can handle them six horses right there, them dogs, I'm not worried about nobody else. And that's what he saw. So it was iron sharpening iron, but the testament goes to Seaton to be able to have the confidence, because you can say whatever you want to. Go even Alabama. Alabama put Proctor out there, and Proctor was getting his head rocked.
Right.
Proctor handled his business now. He ain't no knocks. I'm impressed with him, but he was getting handled. He was getting handled to the point where they were looking at, well, we might have to sit him down. You haven't had that with Seaton. Seaton has excelled, and what that does, I'll go not only trust, but Coach Prime put it as Coach Prime got that brilliance. He got that brilliant mind. That he's your best recruiter. He's your best recruiter. I don't have to. He don't have to talk to you. You get to, as parents, you know how they used to cry. Oh, well, I want to see if my kid can go to the NFL and if they can develop and stuff like that. Them days over with to see you now. because that's a first round, not on a first round pick. That's a top 5 pick. I say top 3 now. He's a top 3 pick because team's gonna pick a quarterback, because if you need a quarterback, they're gonna pick. That's not smart. If you're picking a quarterback and the quarterback is a Daniel Jones or a Jameis Winston, ain't no knock on Jameis Winston or somebody like that, or Baker Mayfield, I can wait on those, because that left tackle will be there for 15 years for that organization. That quarterback, you're going to get rid of that quarterback after 3 or 4 years if they don't produce. But if I got that left tackle, I can put my boy that Minnesota got back there, that what his name? What's my boy name who used to play for the Jets and now he's playing for Minnesota? Arnold, Donald. I can get Sam Donald with a Pro Bowl left tackle and say, hey, play action. You're nice and comfortable in the backfield. Throw the ball. So he's a great recruiter. Because kids now in high school, all those guys like that young man coming this week, Smith or whatever his name is, that tackle on the right side, bro. I'm on the left. The left is secure. Get on that right side and make this thing right side, strong side. Boom. and let's do some of that. Let's do some of that. So
you're right.
It's a beautiful thing, BWatts.
Okay. All right. It's a good take. Good take. Hey, JR, let's pivot off what Steve said. I'm trying to move on, but y'all won't let me. Steve said a recruiting is coming in this weekend, Smith, and we're going, right now we got Jordan C. How significant will it be if they get this dude to commit for the right side at right time for the future for CU? And what role would Jordan C play in?
I'll go to the last question that you asked. What role would Jordan Seaton play in the recruitment of this young man? Uncle Steve said it. The proof is on tape. If you got what it takes, you can come to CU, you can get on the field, and you can show your worth. Because that's what it's about. This is a 3-year, 4-year resume. You getting the biggest head start ever. You get to live out your resume. Most of us have to go quietly about our day, stacking day on top of day. They stack their days, and then on Saturday, they get to showcase it to the world. This is my resume. You see my potential. Come get me. NFL. Jordan Seaton recruiting that young man, the tape is there. All Phil Loho has to do is say, if you're ready to play right now, you come to CU. Because you can get on this field if you're ready to play. Going back to Jordan Seaton himself, like I said, if you have Jordan Seaton and this young recruit coming in and he has the potential to start, that is a defining moment for Coach Prime. Because what we've all said, well, he built the team from the outside in. Now, what can you say? The team is being built from the inside out. Now, that same wordplay that people tend to use against each other, you can say, okay, well, he's building it from the inside out. We're talking about 2 bookend tackles, 5 stars.
Right.
You know, what can you say? What more can you say about that?
Yeah, good take, fella. Like the way y'all feed off each other right there on just one player, man. It took 20 minutes. I like that, man. It ate up 20 minutes of the show, Steve. What I'm talking about, man. JR, what you got on, man?
Right here?
Yeah.
This necklace?
Everything. I can't see.
Oh, right here. Oh, I ain't hard to find. That's one
Oh,
of the
okay.
shirts.
I thought I saw something.
Much love to my to my culture, to my dad, man. This is my dad right here. And then right here, people probably recognize this symbol right there. Shout out to Deion Sanders Jr., aka Bucky. Hey, this is some nice quality right here, man. I like that, Bucky. So shout out to you, man.
Good dog. Looking good. Steve, the second player on my list that I think had a good game. And so far, he's the leading wide receiver. That's LeJohntay Webster. Let me know how you think that LeJohntay Webster performed this Saturday and the play and the leadership that he brings to this wide receiver group.
You just nailed it, BWatts. Constant professional. came in after being number one at his previous school, understanding that he wasn't going to get the touches that he got at that school, but also understanding it's not about that. To get to that next level, it's not about how many touches you get. They did the dude that played with BYU and it's who led the NFL last year in receptions, the little guy for the Rams. He didn't get a lot of receptions when he was in BYU. He didn't get a lot of receptions his last 2 years, but what he did, he was productive. You have to show that you're productive. You got to show when those guys are there watching you that you put that work in, that you're looking at those tapes. And when you get on that field, you have to produce. And all he do is he's 7'11", baby. All he do is he's open. And not only is he open, what I love about him, he's teaching. What's crazy is this. They really haven't schemed yet to get him open. Last week was the first time I really saw him when they did that crossing route where they schemed to get him open. Could you imagine? Because two already said, I know what his favorite routes is. I know what he does to get open. And I'm telling you something right now. Just imagine if you scheme to go with his route running. His route running is tremendous. And his breaks and that quick, he ain't like that fast, but he quick. He's so quick that when he cut, you done. You done. You can put a fork in it. You're done. So what I'm looking at this one here for him, his value is this. He's a blanket for two now because two understands. If two wanted to say, hey, kept him where he's the safety blanket. It used to be, it is Travis, but if Travis ain't there, it's him. But I will go here. His greatest asset is his teaching. If you look at it, he's always teaching the younger receivers. And people don't understand that. People like, well, what that means? When he leaves, it's going to be, the culture is, this is how we do it at receiver. This is a day-to-day at receiver. This is how to be a professional. This is what happens. I got the ball 100 times when I was at my old school, but I'm not going to get it that many times. But I didn't come in here crying and complaining. Man, I don't know why I ain't getting the ball. It should be me. You saw me. Hey, did you see me on that tape? Did you see me tie my shoe? Man, that was me. I tied that shoe. Did you see me that shoot that ball? Man, that was me when I shot that ball. He ain't about that. He is about this. It's about winning. When Coach Bryant talked to those young men, him and Shepard and the rest of them, if you win, they will see. They will come. Everything comes to you when you win and you win the right way. And right now, they're winning the right way. And his professionalism when it comes to his craft is putting him on top. And hear me when I say this. I'm tired of people. All people do run their mouth. Oh, he ain't big enough. The NFL ain't about big enough. It's about here. If you go in there and you put that work in and you do what you're supposed to, you can make a squad. And with him, he's going to do his thing because all he do is be open. At the end of the day, you want somebody to get open. You tired of them. Man, he's 6'4", he's 220 pounds. Man, that joker can't catch a cold. But this dude, he always open. And that's what you want. And not only is he open, look what he's done. The biggest plays in CU's year came from him. Just think about it. Think of the big plays. It's him. And he is him. And he's doing well. I salute you. You ain't no little fella. You big fella because your game big. and that's what people talk about. We don't talk about your height and what your size is. I talk about your game. and your game big, big fella. And keep it going. Keep feeding him, too.
Hey,
Hungry.
you right on about that, bro.
Look, it's as simple as this. You said it, Uncle C. He's a leader. He's a gravitational pull of excellence. That's what he commands around him from his peers and from those younger wide receivers. A gravitational pull of excellence. I'm just throwing this stat out there. 9 targets, 8 catches, 149 yards. Come on now. Come on now. The young man, he's electric. Averaging 12 yards a catch last game. He's electric, man. The young man is electric. And then, you hear the narrative about, well, he's too short, he's undersized. I mean, man, if 5'11" is short these days, I don't know what it is. All right. I'm 6'3" myself, but if 5'11" is short, then come on now. I mean, I believe the average height for a male in the United States standard is 5'8". So he's at least above average height, right? So when you hear that narrative of he's too small or he's too short, I mean, he's listed at 5'11", guys. So people can say, well, teams do that all the time. They play with the list. And look, I can only go off of what he's listed as. He's listed as 5'11". That to me, that's not short. You're above average height for a U.S. male. So he's electric. He's lightning within a bottle. He's a leader. He's a gravitational pull of excellence. He's all things above. And he came to see you to put himself on a platform. He didn't cry. He didn't gripe. He didn't complain. He got off to a slow start, but you know what? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. And right now, he's in a good stride. He's going to keep that momentum, and he's going to take it all the way to the Big 12 championship. That's what we're looking for.
All right, guys. Hey, like I say, he did an outstanding job again. It looked like he's turned into Shadua favorite target. So whenever he needs a pass completed, that's the person he's looking for since Travis been injured. Now, the third person I got on my list, boy, that Colton Hood, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all about that dude. Boy, I'm just trying to tell you, boy. Colton Hood, man. Hold on for a minute. Just hold what you got. I ain't gotta tell you. I'm finna show you. I ain't gonna tell you. I'm finna show you what he did. All right, give me that first one. Well, hey, Colton Hood he ain't the definition of a dog for CU. Whenever Coach Prime said we looking for some dogs, Colton Hood's picture should pop up because he is a dog. Talk to me, Steve.
That's your man. That's the man at 50 grand.
You ain't
And
gotta be so dry, man.
that's your man at 50 grand. Some about them Georgia boys. They gonna show
Them
love
Georgia
to each
boys
other.
up, boy.
They gonna show love to each other. But I commend him for his patience and his professionalism, because he truly could be one of those dudes saying, man, ain't this crazy. I'm at Auburn, and which I'll be on that field balling, and I'm sitting over here, just getting periodic time here and there. But what Coach Prime them and Coach Mathis did a wonderful job was this. It ain't about no starting. Y'all get that out your head when it comes to football, and we're so into the starting. That means absolutely nothing. What do you do with your reps when you're in the game? Because look what's happening right now. All y'all talking about, all everybody talking about is Hood. And Hood got less reps than any cornerback on that field. Right. He got less reps. And all y'all talking about is Hood. So is it more important about him starting or his productivity? I'm just saying, it's his productivity. But with that being said, he needs to be on that field because he gonna knock somebody out, if you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because what he did was this one here. He has shown Coach Mathis and the defensive coordinator, Livingston, even if y'all think about putting me on that bench, I got a million fans and podcasts, man, gonna tell y'all, they gonna whoop them tricks if y'all don't put them in. Get me in that game and get me in there now. Because you got somebody up there I'm looking at right now and say, bet us. Is that what they say? Is that what they say, your sponsor?
Yeah, bet us, yeah.
Bet us. You got people waiting on one more game. So if you see Hood sitting on that bench, most people like me, like, Hood need to be out there. Because it's the betterment for the team for Hood to be out there. But getting off of that, your man has shown everybody that he is what he say he is, and he has no business seeing. The only time he should be on that sideline is when the medical tent go up for the other team, when they have to stop the game and he need to get some Gatorade or something like that. Other than that, my man Colton, see Hood. When see Hood out there, you don't go in his neighborhood because it ain't safe over there. Because when he picked that dude up and threw him down, what he's telling McKinney on the other side. I got this side. Y'all need to handle that over there because everything come over here is mine. But what Hood gonna have to realize later on is this, BWatts. He's getting a reputation. What happens when they stop going to your side? That's what he's gonna start seeing later on because he's getting a reputation. And the reputation is if a receiver half behind and don't run their route, as me as a quarterback, and I know certain receivers, and they had like that receiver did, he was just cooling. He
Yeah.
broke on that thing like Willie Golf. And he
He
said,
does.
let me get it, and took it the other way. So with that being said, congrats to the young man. The only thing I'll tell C Hood is this. You going up now. All these people in podcast land are giving you these props. They're going to be the first ones with that slacking to whap you if they see you get beat one time, and that's crazy. You make all of these plays and people see oh man, you're going to get beat. Mm-hmm. That's my point. He's going to get beat at times, and that might happen. They do it in the NFL every week. Every week they do it in the NFL. But for C Hood, keep your head up, keep your nose on that grind, and realize it's about you getting better each and every week. We're going to continue, we're going to praise you. But listen to it for 2 minutes and get back down there and handle your business, because if you don't produce, it's something called that sideline, and I promise you, Coach Prime got another C Hood on that sideline waiting to get in too. He ain't the only one, so you better handle your business.
3 things I got to say about Colton Hood. Nose for the football, smart, and he's a dog. Nose for the football, he's smart, and he's a dog. I'll start with nose for the football. BWatts, you showed it. The way that young man went back to intercept that pass from T-Mac, you can't coach that no better. You stick that back foot in the ground, you drive as hard as that receiver is driving back to the ball, and you make a play. He intercepted that ball off his pure talent and skill, trusting in his coaching. That young man got a nose for the ball. And we seen it the game before that. Tip pass, boom. Let me get to that ball. Let me get it upfield. Nose for the ball. Smart. There was one play during the game. He got beat. You said it, Uncle Steve. It happened. He got beat. You know what happened? He took that 15-yard penalty. You ain't finna get no touchdown on me. That's smart. That's how you play smart football. All right, cool. You got me. You probably got me out of position. You ran by me. For me to throw the ball over, let me reach out and grab him. I'm not finna give up 60 yards, 15 yards, we can bounce back.
Right.
Guess what CU did? They stopped him. Smart young man. Smart. And a dog. Look, since I've been kicking it with BWatts and Uncle Steve, this all BWatts been saying. Man, that Georgia boy down here in Georgia, hey, BWatts, this is my best BWatts impersonation. That Georgia boy, it's been 2 boys they've been talking about, man. Colton Hood, man. Colton Hood, I tell you, Colton Hood and that Cam Michael. But Colton Hood, that boy Colton Hood is bad. He's a dog. That boy is bad. I'm all the way up here in Georgia, and they talk about him all the way down there. That boy is bad. All on the TV screen. So, Colton Hood, young man, keep doing what you're doing. Keep taking advantage of your opportunities when you're getting on the field, being about that action, being a dog, and being productive, right? Because that's what you want. That's what you want to see from these young men. When Uncle Steve said it, when you get your opportunity, produce, and that's what he's doing.
You're right. You're right. Coach Hood, that's my dog, man. Like I said, man, for 2 years, boy, Channel 5, Eyewitness News Sport, high school sport. Colton Hood and Cam Michael. Mike. That's all they show in Georgia football. I said, man, I wonder where they going. And when they say he's going to Auburn, I said, oh, man, what they go to Auburn for? Then they announced he's coming to Colorado with Coach Prime. I said, woo. Boy, he gonna get a dog, boy. And boy, he has not disappointed, man. I'm telling y'all now. The best, pound for pound, cornerback on Colorado football team. He gonna take your number 1 wide receiver on the opposite side and shut him down. I promise you. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's exactly what he do. Whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's exactly what he doing. He whipping that trick. He whoop what his name all up and down that field out there. And then the number 17 come running up in there. Boy, come back here. Whoop, bam. Well, I like his toughness, man. I just like everything about that dude, man. But also, JR and Steven, can't forget about Keon Wade, man. I got him on my list, man. I don't know. They say he was injured for a majority of the season, but when he got his time, Steve, this Saturday, boy showed out. Keon
Yeah,
Wade.
yeah, I like that. His foot was broken. He say fall, spring or fall camp. He said his foot was broken, so he had to get that healed. Uh, just extreme talent, and that's what's the beautiful thing about CU. CU got monsters on that bench, man. CU got players. It ain't no starters. CU got players now. See, when it come to that defense, people laugh at me and they tell us that dude crazy about. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. This group is handling their business, but next year, y'all ain't seen nothing because Brandon Swain I'll go. I'm gonna get back to Wade. I saw Brandon Swain. That dude has gotten huge. He's a monster. That's gonna be doing something. Let me get back to Wade. On Wade, they're gonna redshirt. They're gonna redshirt him too because he's only gonna play 4 games.
Oh,
Wade,
well,
and which is smart because that way we'll have him 2 years, his junior and his senior year. So that's smart. He'll play 3 more games and maybe playoffs, and he's done. But with that being said, you can see the explosiveness behind him. You can see he's intelligent. You know somebody's intelligent when you can design plays for that person, and that person understands. I got 2 opportunities to make this play. 2 opportunities now, and he made both of them with his sacks. That's hard to do. When somebody's telling you, dog, we dialing it up for you. And when we dial it up for you, that's like Shiloh got something dialed up for him. It's
right,
a lot of people get stuff dialed up for them and they go a complete fail. You're like, dog, it was on a platter. But for that young man to come in and be that explosive, man, I know that tackle and stuff looking like, God, dog. Man, I thought we put somebody who ain't played the whole year and come in there and tear my head off on the first play. That
right.
tells you a lot about CU. So kudos to Wade. I look forward to a lot of big things from that young man because what it tells me is this one here. He's smart, he's fast, he's strong, and he's going to be prepared to handle that business when it's his time next year.
Can't say it any better. Look, Coach Prime looked for these characteristics, right? Smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character. And when Coach Prime gave that speech and brought that young man up in front of his peers at the end of the game to say, look, you didn't cry, you didn't pout, you didn't complain, you did your work, you were in the meetings on the right time where you were supposed to be. Those are the type of players that Coach Prime is looking to embody his team in the University of Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
We all familiar with each other in these YouTube streets, man, and on other platforms or whatever. There was a guy that, was saying, hey, man, how them guys from Kentucky, man, it's dog. They just need opportunity, man. It's dog. It's a dog. He got his opportunity this Saturday, and he showed his work. He was productive with his snaps. I don't know if they had him on a pitch count or whatever the case may be, but when he got on the field, he was productive with his opportunities. And that's all you can ask for. You want the young man to go out there and produce. You want the young man to go out there, go to these universities and do the right thing. Do the right thing. That's all we ask. Go there, do the right thing, put yourself in a position to achieve whatever your dream is. Graduate from college, go off to the professional ranks, play in the NFL or any of these subsidiary football leagues that's going around. But you want that opportunity. We beg for these opportunities. He got on that field and he took advantage of his opportunity. And I love it for him. Keep going, young man. And that red shirt thing, smart decision. Smart decision. Put yourself in the best opportunity to achieve the goal you want to achieve. And see you when they get to that bowl game, he'll be able to play in the bowl game. That red shirt don't count against his bowl game. So you're going to get you some reps over these next few games. You got 3 games left throughout the 5 games total we have left. So you get 3 games. They'll put them in throughout these 3 games, whichever games they decide to put them in. Hey, take advantage of those opportunities. And then we get to that bowl game, show out in that bowl game. Show out. Show who you are.
Good take, fellas. Good take. Appreciate y'all showing some love, man. Appreciate you. That's Keaton Wade. I think he had a good game on Saturday against Arizona. Hey, I'll give you my top 4 that Jordan Seaton, LeJontay Webster, Colton Hood, and Keaton Wade. Just want to let you know right now, you're watching Sports Talk with BWatts along with Steve Woodland and JR Boxing. And we appreciate y'all. That y'all don't mind, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. It'll let you know whenever we drop a video or go live. Hey, coming in at number 5. Hey, the danger zone. The danger zone. Here, Green had 9 solo tackles. What have Hill Green meant for this defense, especially at the linebacker position?
He's that stable force for that defense. And I put my boy Block Bull as the anchor, but Hill Green is the one that he's the one that hunkers everything. He's the communicator. He's the one that align and assign everybody, put people where they need to be. And then he's the one who gets the medical tent warmed up. Because what happens, he lets people know. They say, what time is the medical tent hours? And the medical 10 hours of operations are when Hill Green and when that CU defense get on that field. Whatever they on that field, the medics on the other side say, man, hey, get the heater going, warm the tent up because it's coming up. And that tent comes up, people come in there, and they have to do their visits. Hill Green, he puts himself in the right position, and when he hits you, he hits you. What I like is this one here. He has brought a physicality to CU that I didn't see last year. Now, it was a couple games CU coming. I'm like, man, they was hitting this game. And then the next game, you was like, man, I had to go look at the milk carton because I couldn't find them. I'm like, come on, dog. You can't hit one game and don't hit the next one. But with him, he hits you. You don't need to turn your surround sound up. You hear them collapse. You hear the physicality. And this is just the truth. People don't like getting hit by him, man. That dude hitting these people so hard. You got folks, man, you like, what happened to the running back? Running back out the game. What happened to the tackle or the guard? Man, the guard out the game, he got hit. The UCF guard was laying on the field, and even Arizona just laid back. I thought somebody shot him. I'm like,
he wouldn't get up. He wouldn't
get
get up.
up. They begging him. They say, dog, you on national TV, man. Your parents looking at you. Please get up, man. Come on, man. That man said, y'all better go get that doggone thing. He tapped out.
He tapped out, bro.
He tapped out. And then the dude sitting on the bench was like, man, it like that commercial where they eating them doggone thing. Man, is this, do you want to eat this jelly bean? Yeah, I want to eat this jelly bean. Man, that's what they doing. Them dudes they on the bench eating them little candies and stuff. Said, man, I ain't going in there. Coach looking at them. Do y'all want to go in the game? They look at that coach. They look at that coach and say, man, are you crazy? You think I'm going out there and go get hit by him? The Hill Green, man, you crazy. And you're absolutely right. There goes that man. Because as soon as you come there, you are absolutely right. What Hill Green has done is this one here. Hill Green is made for TV. Hill Green will make you famous because he remind me of Doc Holliday. He told you he'll be your Huckleberry because I guarantee you run through that line, he gonna make you famous. He will make you famous because you're gonna be on national TV looking up in the sky saying, "Oh, praise him." You might be praising, you might be saying praising or whatever you're doing. You're gonna be seeing stars, or you're gonna be saying, Lord, please don't let this man hit me again, because I done got hit already.
Hey, but
So
make it so bad, Steve. This dude hit the whole game.
the whole game, and what he has done, the electricity. You can't see a person hitting like that. And then it reminds me of Harlem Nights. When you watch Harlem Nights, when they was shooting their guns, and the one guy just shoot, pap, and then the other guy shoot that, pap. That's Hill Green. Hill Green shooting oozes. And you come around and you on the team with him and you shoot one little thing, man, it don't work like that. Hill Green looking at you like, dude, slap you upside the head. Man, you better come over here and hit. So it's contagious. It is
Right.
contagious. When I say he lays the smack down on your candy, he does. And
He
he
does.
definitely laid the smack down. And kudos to that young man. And if they ain't down with it, they need to go home. I can imagine. Coach Brian, I bet you them running backs we have, the first thing they say when Coach Brian said don't hit the running backs, I bet they be happy, boy. They be like, oh, thank you. We
Yeah.
don't need that tent to go up on this side. So with that being said, kudos to Hill Green. Keep doing your thing. And he's brought the physicality back to CU where it should always be.
Patient, body snatcher, hard hitter. He goes through that hole with reckless abandonment. He is looking to end somebody's world. And you gotta love it. You gotta love a guy that transferred into the university looking for an opportunity. And that opportunity was not just presented on a silver platter. He had to come in, he had to adjust to his surroundings, adjust to the guys he's working with. Because again, that's a group of men in that locker room. So men got personalities too, right? So you gotta adjust to your surroundings, adjust to these people on the team, understand your value, and be patient. And his patience paid off. He got in and he hasn't looked back. He's been hitting those holes with reckless abandonment. He is looking to put somebody in that blue tent. That's what he's looking for.
Yeah.
He's looking for the blue tent. I'm looking for the little paddy wagon for the little cart to come out. That's what I'm looking for next. I'm going to drive that little paddy wagon out there when the Kyle Hill Green put a hit on somebody. Look, we've heard the term Kyle Hill Green and Bentley, the law firm. Now that's Kyle Hill Green and Associates, because he is leading the way. Everybody else is associates. He the leader of that linebacker room. He has stepped his game up. He has came to play. He has come to put himself in the best position to get to the next level. And I love every bit of it. Active, aggressive, body snatcher on that field. He's looking to take you out. And you better believe it. He's going to do it every game.
Yeah, man. Like I say, he on that defensive side. I'm telling you, man, that defense will show all by itself. And I think he the main star, Steve. He the main. Him and Block Willie, they the main. He the main star, and either one of them can be the co-star.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all I watch, man. When they defense come out there, remind me of Ray Lewis and them in the 85 Bears. When they play, my TV is, I can leave when the offense get out there because they'll frustrate me sometimes. I'm like, man, let me go. Because I'm not dealing with this right now. When the show come back on, I'm gonna come watch the show. And when the show get back there, I know what I'm getting with that defense. That defense is gonna do what they say they gonna do. They're gonna knock the snot at your nose, and then they're gonna pick you up, and then they're gonna slap you again. And that's what you do to people. You pick them up. You gotta pick them up, and then you slap the taste out of them again. And when you slap the taste out of them again, they gonna either do this here. They gonna stay down, or they gonna get back up to get slapped down again. It is your job to slap them again.
But Steven, what you say about his character? He didn't start coming in. He came from Michigan. He went to Charlotte. He didn't start. What does that say about this young guy character and the character that he displaying inside that locker room to the rest of the players?
what it does, it sets your university up, it sets that room up with a culture that, hey, at Colorado, you got to work to get on that field. Things ain't gonna be given to you. And it's and stop with all the crying and everybody in podcast, man. Well, why is he playing? Why isn't he playing? Why? You have to build something, and you build something by showing your body of work. Now he could have came in and said, man, hit his resume is nice. He could have came in off his resume alone. And a lot of people do. A lot of, man, I'm a 5-star, man. We saw that, man. You saw that. Oh, I came here from Alabama. Man, what you think I got to do? Man, I'm from Alabama. Baby, this ain't Alabama, this Colorado. Mm-hmm. And that's what you need to realize. What I like about him, and not only him, you hear this word a lot. Young men that are professional. Now, let's look at this one here. We can go to other universities, and I ain't gonna throw no names, but they driving cars 100 miles per hour. That folks, they driving in woods, they knocking stuff down. Folks going to the real medical tent at their university, and they medical tent called the upper room. So you really want to understand when it comes to this here, when it comes to this young man. And the young man has shown this here. He's showing other young men, this is how we do it at Colorado. And this the right way to do things to accomplish. Because he has more respect now than anybody else on that team. Because those boys, now let me tell y'all this. This ain't the first time he done put people under that medical tent. Now, you do know when they were practice and he wasn't on that and he wasn't starting, that Coach Prime had to realize, if I don't put this boy on first string, I won't have nobody on first string, because he was on second string, and second string takes on first string. He gonna kill too. So we need to get him on first string, because if we don't, I ain't gonna have no players. Because I can guarantee you, those aren't the only ones who felt his wrath. Because when he wasn't starting, I can guarantee you it was some headache. Y'all talking about the headache game. It was some headaches on the first string. The first string, I guarantee you, two went to the coach and said, Coach, I know what you're trying to do, but that young man sitting on top of that nag, you need to put him on the first string, because we tired of looking at it. That boy a problem. And I don't want him to be my problem. Please put him on the first team. So commend the young man for what he's done and how he carried himself. But that's what CU has now. That's why you don't have the issues you're having right now with CU. You got good character young men, and they need to be commended. We criticize, and I'm going to say this right quick, and I'm going to shut up. We are so quick to criticize and say all young men aren't doing this, and they're not like they used to be, and they're not respectful. I'll tell people, well, I don't think so. It's some moms and dads out there that have done an outstanding job, because I'm looking at CU and other universities, and these are some good character young men, and we need to commend them. We need to show them the respect that they deserve, because we quick to go on there when somebody calling people, I say whoop that trick, but that you do whoop them tricks. But we should be doing that. We shouldn't. But I understand. But with that being said, they ain't doing that. They are good. Hey, they like Cliff Huxtable, not the Huxtable. They good, clean, and wholesome. So these are good, clean, and wholesome young men, and we should treat them accordingly.
So, JR, when we look at that linebacker room, what does that say about the linebacker coach and Andre Hart?
Look, it says about Coach Hart, he's a leader of men. That's what it says about Coach Hart. He's a leader of men, right? So look, it's extremely hard to coach the unmotivated, because as an individual, you got to be self-motivated first.
Yeah,
you got to have your own self-motivation. You got to have the want to. Now, I can give you the tools. I can give you the opportunity. I can give you the platform. I can give you all those outliers. But as an individual, you still need to have that self-drive and motivation for yourself. So when a coach is coaching you, as in Coach Hart, who is doing an amazing job with guys that have that want to, They want to be better. You saw the improvement last year with Bentley. You saw it. You saw the improvement. The cast, the characters around, I won't say no names or anything like that, but you got to have a better want to and a better understanding of what you want to do for yourself. And allow your coach to put you in a position to train you up, to give you the tools to be successful on the field. So shout out to Coach Hart, a coach of men. He's a leader of men, and he's doing it the right way. Doing it the whole CU staff, they're doing it the right way. But a special shout out to Coach Hart and those linebackers, because last year, I'm talking about people calling for his job, and it's the first year in. Oh, man, Prime and his buddies got to go. Look, man, a leader of men, and that's what he's doing. He's doing an amazing job.
Good take, fellas. Good take. All right, guys. I gave you my top 6 out of my 7 players that I thought had a good game. That was Jordan Seaton, LaJohntay Webster, Colton Hood, Keon Wade, Hill Green, and who else I said? That was it. So I need to say one more. Okay, here he is right here. BJ Green. He's my 6th. BJ Green. Even though the numbers ain't showing up, Josh, if you look at him every play, he either gonna he close to him, or he one step from getting him, or he making that quarterback step up in that pocket.
Well, you got to look at it this, BWatts. It ain't about numbers. It's about productivity. When you watch the film for BJ Green, I see numbers. I see people. I see quarterbacks moving out of that pocket. They're uncomfortable. I see running backs. I see running backs tiptoeing, running. I see quite a few things. I see tackles getting offside calls. That's productivity. That's causing chaos out there on the field. I see a man that has motivated the other side. He's playing at such a level that the other side over there, like, man,
Yeah.
you ain't gonna outdo me. And that's called competition. And that's what you want on that team. Iron sharpening iron. What I'm liking about these young men right now is these young men are saying, BJ, you handling your business, but I can handle my business too. So with BJ Green, when he came here, some people had some stuff to say about BJ and his tape. I watched the tape and I was like, yeah, BJ, you're gonna have to clean that tape up. You're gonna have to clean the tape up a little bit because you can't take plays off. But the beautiful thing is like this, it's called redemption. And anything in life, yes, that did happen on that play, but this year, oh my goodness, what a difference being in a place where a safe place for him and space where he can go and be the BJ Green and be held accountable for it and be able to say, hey, the cool thing about CU right now for BJ Green is he don't have to be the savior. All he have to do is his part. And his part is to cause chaos. And he's like the Tasmanian devil over there. He's and next thing you know, everything is stirred up. Quarterbacks dancing like Elvis. They shaking their legs. They moving their knees. They doing. You remind me of my boy Forrest Gump. It's just like Elvis. He's shaking his knees and they shaking around. And that happens because when you get quarterbacks uncomfortable, things happen. And that's what's going to happen this week. He's going to get that quarterback uncomfortable, and that quarterback going to throw that ball to Hood and McKinney, and you're going to see a few interceptions because it's coming. And it comes because he is playing at a high level.
Right.
He's playing at an NFL level. Let me say this. He's getting drafted in the NFL. That young man, you can say whatever you want to. You can't find men to rush passes in the NFL. They pay you big money for that. They pay you big money to rush the passer because that's a gift. And he is getting ready. The only thing he needs to do is this: stay focused. You ain't earned nothing yet. You ain't nothing been given to you. Keep making your money. That's what he needs to do. And I congrats him, man. I'm like, hey, because boy, I like it. I don't care about his numbers. I see his productivity. You put that tape on, it's 2 people that's gonna pop off that tape. Period. Well, 3 on that defense. I'm lying. It's 4, and I'm gonna name them: Block Bully, pops. Green pops. The assassin, the medical tent man, pops. And Stillman Craig pops too. You can see they pop on tape. And when Hood get in there more, he pops. And I ain't gonna name Travis. Travis is Mr. Everything. He
Right.
snap, crackles, and pops. So, I don't have to say that. But that's it. I'm throwing it to you, JR.
BJ Green, BJ Green. Look, all of the nonsense over the summer, right? Well, he loafed on this play, or he didn't show his worth on certain plays and things like that. Look, man, it's hard to discredit 8 sacks. I mean, check the facts. I mean, did he not get 8 sacks at Arizona State? So the talent is there, right? So he's a
Right.
talented guy. But when you call out somebody for loafing on a play or something like that, I look at the whole picture. What was Arizona State playing for? What were they playing for? Were they playing for an opportunity to go to a bowl game? Were they playing as a group of individuals? Were they playing as a team? What we saw last year from that team he was previously on, I can safely say they were probably playing as a group of individuals. And that's hard to keep yourself motivated when you're not bought in, you're not winning. You're not going to stay motivated if you don't have anything to play for. BJ Green has everything to play for. He has a team to play for. He has a career to play for. You can't discredit 8 sacks. 8 sacks happen. When I look at productivity, I don't just look at the numbers, right? So we can say, well, he had 8 sacks last year. He may not get 8 sacks this year. That's fine. His job is to be a great teammate and produce on his assignment when he is on the field. That may not call for you to have 2 sacks every game. But what it does call for you, hold the line, punch down, chase down on the runner. All of those things that those young men are being taught, he's putting it on tape. He's doing it in practice. He's giving himself an opportunity to be a professional in the ranks of football. And so when I look at productivity, I don't just go straight to the numbers and be like, well, he only got this many sacks, man. He maybe not a guy that can produce. What you doing on that tape counts. How you hold the line, how you hold your position, how you're correctly assigned on that play, that matters. That goes into the game of football. And that's what BJ Green is doing this year for the Colorado Buffaloes defense. He's going out, he's holding, he's being sound, and he's taking advantage of his opportunities. Because there's a lot of guys on that defensive line that could chase and get after that quarterback. And they're being taught by some of the best. You got Coach Lou, Warren Sapp, and Coach Dancy. They're being taught by some of the best. And those guys are all chomping at the opportunity to get on their field and show their worth. But BJ Green is maximizing his potential because this is it. This is year. You got to maximize that opportunity. You got to take advantage of the big lights and put yourself in the best opportunity to be a professional at the end of the day.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, I gave you Jordan Seaton 1, LeJohntay Welker 2, Colton Hood 3, Keon Wade 4, Hill Green 5, and BJ Green 6. I said I was going to give you 7, but I'm going to yield to each one of you who named that I missed off or who you might have thought that had a good game so you can be a part of the discussion and the topic that we have talked about tonight. So I start off with JR. One player that you think that had a good game that should have been on the list, and we'll end it with Steve.
I'll say one of the players that had a good game, silent, goes about doing his job, doesn't get mentioned much. DJ McKinney, man. DJ McKinney is a young man that brings his lunch pail to the game, and he's ready to eat every time. Yeah, he's not jumping off the stat sheets with interceptions and pass breakups and things like that, but he is a sound player. He's in position. He's nullifying the receivers that are on his side, and he's an awesome cornerback and run support. when you look at those stats from a team stat standpoint, he's usually like the second or third leading tackler each game. So he's doing his job. When I talk about productivity, he's doing his job. I have yet to see a game where he's giving up the big play over the top because he puts himself in position. I've yet to see a game when they're running the ball to his side where he's breaking containment and the running back's able to run down the field for 60 yards, something like that. He's always in the right position. A silent professional. He goes about doing his job. I want to give my respect to DJ McKinney because throughout the days, we rarely mention him, but he is doing an amazing job on that defense.
Well, I've already said who mine is, and that's going to go for that BB. BB is mine, and I ain't talking about BB King either. It's that block bullet. It's that block bullet. Because what happens is this: he does that nasty work. He works in the ditches. People working. He work in the sewage department. He the one down there. Everybody like, man, I don't want to do that job. No, you don't want to do it. You got to be a man to do that job. You got to wear a hard hat there. He one of them dudes wear hard hats. When you wear a hard hat to work, people like, man, I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's hard hat work there. He gets in there and he anchors that line and he anchors it down. You do not see him getting driven. I saw where they had 3 on him.
Yeah.
They could put 3 on him.
Yeah.
And he anchors down and he say, I can't stand no more. You is not moving me off my spot. Now, I'm gonna call him the Rosie Parks of that line because you ain't moving him out of his seat. When he gets on that line, you ain't moving. That Mr. Rosie, you ain't moving him off that line. So all I tell you is this one here. That man gets on that line. He don't say much, but when he get excited, he go in there and he go to doing this here, got elbow pads on, knee pad, his knee bone connected to it. He got all that going on. He got all that going on. But what I like is this. You feel him. He makes everything better. He's that caboose. He makes everything run when it comes to CU. Because when he hold down that middle, the linebackers get to eat. The free safety, the cornerbacks get to come up a little bit more. Your safeties get to come up in the box because they know I'm safe. I'm clean. They get their jersey clean, boy, because you are not blocking him with one person. I ain't seen it yet. I ain't seen it with 2. And then they put 3 on him.
Yeah,
because they're like, we ain't gonna even guard this person. We ain't gonna even block this person. We just gonna put all 3 on him, and he still stands his spot. That's what I love about him. That's what I respect about him because it takes a man's man to go against 2 different dudes that twice your size, and you still tell them, "I'm gonna hold you with this." Brother, and then I'm gonna hold you with this brother, and you're not going nowhere. And we're gonna put the hand on you. When he puts the hand on you, there's nowhere you can go because he has you right there. He has the whole world in his hand, and there's nothing you can do about it. All you got to do is like it and go from there. So a block bully is my man. I love people who get in those trenches and handle their business, and all you do is be like, dang. You see linemen moving. They showed one where all the linemen were in the backfield. And the linemen were in the backfield because the block bully them pushing. And when they pushing, the line of scrimmage is here and they're 4 yards back. Oh, he hucked now. He show huck. Because when he put them hands on you, huck mad. Boom. Huck strong. Hum. So he do his thing. So for me, it's the block bully because he needs to be recognized because he's doing all the dirty work, and you need to recognize that.
Good pick by both of y'all, man. That was a good one. All right, guys, let's move on to another topic. To the upcoming game against Cincinnati. Steve, I start Steve. Steve, what do you expect? What do the offense have to do to beat Cincinnati this week?
Cincinnati comes up with a 3 front most of the time. They got to run the ball. They got to be patient. If they're patient against what Cincinnati does is what I love this one there. They got to do a few things. They got to hold on to, can't do turnovers because Cincinnati, they are tenacious. They run to the ball and they punch at it. So they look for turnovers. That's the first thing. The second thing is they got to be patient. Cincinnati keeps that middle open. That middle is open. They remind me of North Dakota State in some things where they're susceptible to that middle. If you hit that middle, you're gonna wear them out. And them slants and stuff like that wear them out. The third thing is this one here. You better be patient because if not, those ends, I give them credit. They get around now. They get to the quarterback. If the quarterback ain't disciplined, if the quarterback ain't where he's supposed to be, they're gonna get to the quarterback. If you're not where you're supposed to be, but if you step up in the pocket, you're safe because they're rushing three. And if you step up in the pocket, they're going wide. You're safe in that middle, and you get to wear out that defense. The next thing I would say with two, you don't need home runs. Check the ball down. Cincinnati's offense is not going to score enough points to beat CU. They're not. Let me say again, they're not. The only way they're going to score a lot of points, we're going to have to give up special team points. We're going to have to do interceptions. But other than that, they probably get 17, 20 points. But like I'm saying, that shouldn't win. That's not going to win the game.
Right.
20 points ain't going to win no game against CU when the offense doing what they want to, as long as they take what the defense give them. If the defense is rushing three people, run the ball, take those 5 yards, and stick with it. Stick with it, then fake, play action, and then hit them over the top. It'll come, but take what is given. So I watched them. I watched 3 games with Cincinnati, and I'm telling you, I watched the games I watched, UCF, and then they did UCF and the other guy. They got through 2 interceptions in one game, and then he ain't got number 4, but he threw 2 interceptions in one, and then the other one he threw an interception. So I'm like, he loose with the ball, and he would have had more because he's loose with that ball. But what I do give him credit for, they didn't put a lot of his offensive line is pretty decent because he wasn't getting pressured. He was not getting pressured. But if you make him get off his spot, you're going to get the ball. So, you need to be just patient, keep ball control, and play to our strength, our defense. Our defense will do everything it needs to do to get us that W and go from there. But that's back at you, BWatts.
All right. JR, defensive side. What do Coach Prime and the Colorado Buffalo need to do on the defensive side to win this game against Cincinnati?
The opposite of what Uncle Steve said. They got to get some pressure on that QB. If you look statistically, I believe he's still a top 15 quarterback. So he know how to move the rock around the field. He's efficient. Showing some coverages that his eyes haven't seen yet. Play a little bit coverage. Play a little bit cover 3 in that backfield with them DBs. Play around with them a little bit and trust your front 4 to get there. They'll get home. Let the front 4 get home. Get some pressure with the front 4. You send a blitz occasionally to get him off his spot so he can throw you that football. But on that back end, show him some things he haven't seen yet during the season. Take advantage of those tendencies that when these coaches are watching this tape and these young men, these players are watching these tape, take advantage of some of those tendencies that he's deficient at. Take advantage of those things. He doesn't roll out of the pocket very well. He would like to stand in the pocket and make his throws. So make him uncomfortable. Front 4, get pressure. Back end, play a little coverage. Show him some different looks. And then just be sound. Be prepared because they're running back. As far as big play potential, he's not a big play potential guy, but he runs hard. He runs really hard. So make the for sure tackle. Get hats to the ball. Make the for sure tackle. But just be sound on defense, play a little coverage on the back end, show them some things different, and allow our front 4 to get after that quarterback and allow that quarterback to throw us the ball.
And they got one more other thing there. They got 21-6 as running backs, and I will say you're not going to hand tackle them. You're going to have to hit them. The next thing, when they get down to the 7-yard line in the red zone, 5 yard line and below down there, that quarterback wants to run the ball in. He fakes it. He fakes it to the running back because they got a good running game, and he wants to be the one to run it in. He does a good job. He gets in there too, because what he does, he used the running back as his blocker, and he follows the running back and goes in there. I see him do that 3 times. If I'm not 2 or 3 times. So you better be looking for that when you get down there in the red zone. He wants to run the ball himself to get in that end zone, and that's when you need to put him in that medical tent if he try to do that. But I'll leave it as that.
But Steve won't put everybody that matters to. Well, you told me that day, boy. That's all I see on the side. Make so bad. I believe ESPN will listen to you too, because every time they go over there, when they throw that camera over there, that blowing up. Well, I said, look
Chico, what's up?
whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. That's exactly doing that, man. Hey, man, before we get out of here, we got 12 minutes, man. I just want to say our special thanks to everybody that participated in that chat. Just don't know how much that means to us. And we thank y'all for rocking with us on this Tuesday night. Want to thank JR for joining me and Steve tonight. Also, appreciate him for joining us. He didn't have to, but he did, and we're glad to have him on the panel with us tonight. And if you're watching, even though you haven't participated in chat, we just want to say thank y'all for doing that also. And if you watch the replay, we appreciate you doing that also too. Now, I'm gonna get off that. Do the football. I'm talking about finance. Finance. I ain't gonna read out the numbers. I recently changed job, right? About 2 months ago. And I had a 401k. I didn't want to roll it over. I didn't want to invest it in no IRA or nothing like that because I'm retired. I already got my money coming out for the state benefits. That's why all my stuff is there. But I went and got me another job once I retired. So I requested my my 401k. I want to cash it out. Steven and Jill, I think y'all some business type. I don't know for sure, but I look at y'all, I can tell y'all that if you wouldn't, I don't think I'd be fooling with you. But check this out. The money that I thought I was getting, it was a lot. But the money that I didn't think and accounted for, well, Uncle Sam don't play with y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I'm trying to tell you, I'm putting y'all on game now. This ain't, you got to learn something else besides this football. But listen, I know I'm gonna lose a lot of y'all, but that's okay. I got to talk to you about it. I ain't gonna say the amount, man. If our people don't get it right, our children gonna suffer, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Listen at me now. Hear me now. Hear me. You ain't gotta be rich. You got to invest in something besides your 9 to 5. You just got to, y'all. So when I looked at this and I saw, now I'm gonna use this money. I'm going to buy me some land. I'm gonna build me a house and I'm 7. But check this out. They took out whenever you hear somebody say, Uncle Sam, I want 30%, you believe them. Believe in what they check. They want, and when you cash out, here's the kicker. It's a penalty. It's a penalty, y'all. They penalize me. I ain't talking about no little stuff. I'm talking about a lot. But I still got my cash. But what I'm gonna take it right now. Well, I did it yesterday. No, I didn't do it yesterday. I did it Saturday. I put it in a CD. So let's talk about finance, Steve. How important it is for our people to invest in something or ourselves.
It's invaluable. I talk to my nephews all the time and tell them this one here. It's their. I'm gonna put football with it. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
football with it. I'm gonna put football with it. After 5 years after retirement, most NFL players are broke. Go Google it. Google it. After 5 years, most NFL players are broke. And all y'all saw, he got 50 million, he got $100 million, but he didn't get $100 million. He got 50 million off the top because Uncle Sam gonna tax him 50% of that income. So that's 50 million. Now, see, this is where I educate people. Now you got your sports agent, which he's gonna get 10 million of that 50 million. Now you're down to 40 million. Okay, you ain't touched a penny now. You down to 40 million now. Now, if you got state taxes, state gonna tax you a little bit more on that, on top of that. So now you're going down, you got about $30 million now. That's $30 million. Now you got your little agents and all the little people you got messing around that you want to have. Oh, I got this person, this person. Now you're down to $25 million. You done went from $100 million to $25 million. You ain't touched it. Don't have no baby mamas. You got baby mamas. Now you now you're down to $20 million. Oh, now I got spending habits. I like to drink. I like to buy gold chains. I like to buy cars. Oh, I borrowed all this money from my agent. I don't know how to manage money. Now I'm down to $10 million. Okay, now $10 million, you sitting right here. You sitting down with $10 million. But now you're looking at, I got to buy my mama a home. I got to buy my brother a home. I got to buy my son. And then I got to buy me and my wife a home. Where's your money at? Your money's gone. And it's gone because you're spending more than you're bringing in. Financial literacy is this one here. When you're dealing with the United States government, you need to have a business. Coach Brian told him, you need to have an LLC. That's why people go and say you need to have a business. You need to write stuff off. If I'm paying myself, I get my kids, I'm putting my kids a part of the corporation and things like that, saying, hey, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put them on my payroll. That way, I'll keep everything in the family. We're educating each other. We're keeping everything. All that money I would have been paying in taxes, I'm paying myself. I'll get debt. And with the debt ain't on me. The debt's going to be in my LLC. So if something happens, I can lose the LLC. And then I, in turn, still got all of my money because all of my money is in my trust. And my trust goes to my family and and it protects my family and everything that I've made. With this being said, if you spending all your time and you're all doing this stuff with foolishness, you need to start reading certain things when it comes to finance. And I'm saying easy stuff. Finance is this. If you don't want to pay taxes, get yourself a business. It don't have to, the podcast can be your business. When you go on these little trips, you're saying, hey, it's a business. Do your little thing saying, okay, I did this here trip, a little plan, spending a plan saying, okay, we did a business meeting. Me and BWatts did a meeting when we were met at the game. And on this, we discussed this. So now I get to write off my airplane ticket. I get to write off my hotel. I get to write off my car rental. Then I can do other charges. I bought me you can go and say, well, I bought me a doggone camera and I needed it anyway, but that camera is a business asset now. So it's all kind of things you need to teach yourself when it comes to finance. And then the next thing I'm gonna tell you, you need to have an insurance. If y'all don't believe this here, you need to have insurance.
Y'all gonna get that JR.
Go, I'm sorry, go.
Look, if JR don't hit on, you go then, Steve. We got 4 minutes. Y'all try to do 2 more minutes apiece.
What I'll say is
It
this
ain't got to be
country
like
that
that. Anything about finance. Anything you know about finance.
this country that we live in, it tells you that you won't be able to retire until the ripe old age of 65. That's when you can apply for Social Security and live off the government. So you better believe that they want what they want from you. And what they want from you, they want to tax you, right? So nothing in this world is free. When you are planning for your future, plan accordingly. BWatts said, look, I didn't want to utilize my 401k like that. I pulled it out. They taxed me heavily. But BWatts got a plan for what he wants to do with that money. So have a plan when it comes to financial literacy. Make these banks and these companies work for you. We go to the bank and usually it's just a transactional thing. We want to pull money out and that's it. Pull money out, put money in. There are people that work inside these banks that are paid to service you, to put together plans for you,
Right.
to be financially sound with your money. I walked into the bank. My dad, he sent me a birthday gift. He said, "Well, son, this is $10,000. Do with it what you want." You know, hey, all right, pops, thanks. First thing I did, I went to the bank. My dad just sent me $10,000. What do I need to do with this money to make this money earn interest? What should I do? Sir, you want to book an appointment? Absolutely. I want to book an appointment and I want you to work for me. I'm going to do the research myself so I can go in and know what I'm talking about or have some understanding of as to what I want to do with the money. But allow these institutions that you put your money in, that you feel safe putting your money in banking with, make these people work for you. That's why they're in these brick and mortar buildings. Go and challenge these people to work for you so your money can grow.
Appreciate that, Jay. I appreciate that. Steve, close it out. Let me know about that. How important is life that we invest in life insurance that we can better our kids that coming up?
Well, if you don't believe this here, if you want it, the quickest one of the quickest ways to wealth is life insurance, because a lot of times you're not going to save enough money to create wealth for your family. Now that wealth might not be for you, but what you somebody has to start the process. And
Right.
for me, I start the process when it pertains to my family. The next thing you need to do, if you can't afford a trust, you need to have a will, because what you don't want to do is have some money and then the court goes and takes half of your money and it don't go to your kids. So I have a trust pertaining to the family. And with that trust, everything goes through the trust and it protects all of my asset. But and my life insurance is in the trust also, as far as other things. I got my kids insurance. And what I have it the one with annuity. I don't do term. I do the life insurance where you got the annuity off it, where I can borrow money off it, but I never borrow money off it because it serves me no purpose for buying off it. Because for me, I do other things which I want to keep creating wealth, and you keep creating wealth I have residual income. I got 4 sets of income that comes in, and with those incomes, I don't have to worry about, oh well, I lost a job. Man, I could care less about that. I'm still eating. I eat well, and I'm blessed because I made certain decisions. And when you make certain decisions, those help you. But what I will tell you is this one here. You need to make sure that you have skill sets. It's a lot of people out there that have a lot of great skill sets. Nothing is free, and quit trying to make money fast. That's the craziest thing in the world. If it was fast to make, everybody do it. That's not the case. You got to look at sound companies like Coca-Cola, Apple, iron, steel, and things like that, because if you look at it, those things you invest in, because over time, they have proven over time that you're going to get great money off it. I looked at my TSP today and almost fell out my chair. The economy is booming. If you listen to these clowns tell you it ain't, people who invest will tell you the economy is booming. I was pleasantly surprised today because today I spoke to my financial advisor. And for some people who make decent money, get yourself a financial advisor and let them go. I went with mine today, and they went over certain things with me. And with that, we set things up to make sure. Put yourself goals. Have a 4-month goal, a 6-month goal, a year goal. And people, hear me with this one here. I ain't got no money. Yes, you do have money. If you got an Apple phone, I'll tell you this: if you got bad habits, if you eat out, stop eating out. Eat some sardines and some crackers. Save that money. I'm just saying, a tuna, whatever you need to do, save that money. And with that money, start saving that money, put that money in an insurance policy and let it grow. Those are sacrifices you got to make. Don't
Right.
tell me you want to be rich and you don't want to make sacrifices. It don't go hand in hand. You can't run around with Gucci if you're trying to get to where you need to if you're not making Gucci money. So those type of things. So life insurance is important, but the key is this one here: educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is out there. I go basic things when it comes to finance. And what I do is this one here. If I can't afford it, I don't get it.
Right. All
I
right, guys.
don't.
Yeah, y'all right, man. Hey, I appreciate that, man. We a little education on at the end, last 15 minutes. We just gonna share, and whatever we share, we hope you use it or it's helpful to anybody who watch this broadcast. Hey guys, I'm going around the horn. We getting ready to end this show. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Appreciate it. On your way out, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead, JR. Close us out. We'll follow up with Steve.
Look, what I can say is a lot of people, after the Arizona win, man, it just seemed like you can't win for losing, right? People questioning Shadour's leadership and his character off of a small audio clip. And if you haven't been inside of a locker room or been a part of a team or played any sport, you got to understand when you're with your guys, that type of conversation will occur. So there's no question that Shadour is a leader. I've seen the leadership personally myself when I was down there in Central Florida. So the young man's a leader. So let's lay off bashing him for one choice of word. He asked the guy, he said, man, are you ready to go or not? 2 plays later, the young man scored a touchdown. That's all I got to say about that. Thanks for sharing this space, BWatts and Uncle Steve.
Well, I'll tell you this one here. All the people out in podcast land will tell you this one here. BWatts cares about you because some people don't realize finance is important. If you want to better yourself, you better yourself by putting a couple dollars in your pocket instead of taking a couple dollars out. So I appreciate you doing that, BWatts, because people need to know. Go out and read a book, simple books, or even go Google 7 financial things that you can do and go from there. But I will tell you this one here. I don't go and say I dream and I wish I had something. I have been blessed to put myself in a position, and God has put me in a position where I don't dream and wish. I go get. That's just the way it is. Ain't no dreaming and wishing. I'm blessed to say, hey, I'll pray and say, hey, this is what I want from my God, and he gives it to me. So, but I have to do actions in order to get it. He don't just give it to me by asking. I have to put work in. And when I put work in, I get it. So that's the key, work and actions. But with that being said, BWatts, I'll tell the people out in podcast, man, y'all can do anything you put your mind up to it. You're great. You have always been great. And see you. I look forward to my next game because my next game is finances for me, baby. I get to hear the ching ching. And when I hear that ching ching, I just go and click on that app. And when I click on that app, I say, boy, I'll tell you, he said he'll do it. And man, did he do it. So see you handle your business this week. I don't want to hear no nonsense. Handle your business. I'm going to handle my business by saying cha-ching and then go from there. But BWatts, it's always a pleasure working with you. JR, you are a scholar and you provide knowledge to us, and we appreciate that. And we always got this door open for you. So great job, and I salute you too.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all, brothers, man. Good team, good teammates of mine, and I appreciate you, especially Mr. Woodland, for agreeing to let JR share our platform with us. We don't mind, man. He's a brother. Hey, we welcome to the family, man. That's all we can say. Hey, welcome to the family. Hey, was there a good night to everybody out there? Good show. We hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all have a good night, fellas.
Enjoy.
Run to the fire! Let's go up front. We need y'all. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we talked about it in Nebraska. You don't want to be the little brother no more. You want to show all these motherfuckers what we're about, right? Let's go 3 and out right here. We'll score again, and we'll be down the rest of the night. This is where you show them who you are. Here we go. Oh, shit. Yeah. Let's go.
I just want to tell everybody, we get a lot of flack about me being in the portal and all right now. We've got 3 freshmen on offense that's contributing. We got Jordan Seaton, Michael Welch, and Draylon Miller. So don't let anybody out there tell you we're not recruiting high school players. We're recruiting elite high school players to come here because we're looking for guys that can play immediately. We're not looking for guys to come here in red shirt and sit on the bench and play. We're looking for guys to come here and play now.